Welcome to take two of tonight's stream. For those just joining us, I streamed a little game for a bit called Founder's Fortune. It was pretty interesting, actually. Kind of like weird hybridization of Minecraft and The Sims. Or, no, sorry, not Minecraft and The Sims. Dwarf Fortress and The Sims. And it was kind of like complemented pretty well. And then I attempted to launch something called Friends vs. Friends. And at that point, my computer got very upset. I saw some like anti-cheat thing pop up, and then I saw some sort of like kernel security issue pop up, and my computer restarted. I'm going to give this one more shot, and I'm definitely going to give us a very long talk about anti-cheat things and my thoughts on them. Let's see if it actually runs first, though. Yes, easy anti-cheat. I've seen that logo before and had concerning issues before. We will see if my stream crashes yet again here. Just because I don't want to give the speech twice, basically, is where I'm at right now. It is going to launch. We're going to look at that for a little bit, or I'm going to put this in the little bin of possible malware. And probably have to restart my computer again. Lock in your guesses now, which is going to be. I mean, if it restarts my computer, then like that part of the stream is going to get rejected. So, you know, there's one safe bet here, I guess. But it's also the long shot. Funny how that works. Something's happening. It seems to be a game launching. We're trying to. Maybe once again worming its malicious tendrils into my computer to cause very serious problems. That I am not okay with. Not at all. Also may have frozen. So, okay, I'm going to start my little speech now. Let's see how this goes. So, I am very much against anti-cheating software. The first and most obvious reason for this is like it is real sketchy, and it tends to be like full-on malware that will like get permissions that nothing should be getting permissions for, and like monitor people's computers at a system level in a really freaky, like, this is not okay, this is a massive security breach, this is going to like affect the operation of the device sort of way. And basically nothing should do that except maybe some kind of like diagnostic repair tool. Um, it's absurd that, you know, there's the huge scandal when somebody tries doing something like that. But also, like, I feel like if you have a problem where it makes sense to you to take some kind of like weird, sketchy third-party anti-cheating software and patch it into your game, you have already lost that fight real bad. Like, if someone is going to cheat in a game, they're going to cheat in a game. That's just the thing. If they are able to subvert, you know, like basic, simple systems, they're probably going to be able to subvert some kind of like dedicated anti-cheating tool, especially if everybody uses the same one big brand name one. Because then you have to like work out how to crack it once and you're good. It's the same problem with DRM, of course. Oh, it is launching. That just took forever. And then immediately things are frozen again. But the other thing is, like, you should have a handle on this if it's going to be an issue. If you're making some kind of like peer-to-peer game where people just like connect with each other in a match or whatever real quick, and there's a cheating problem, that's not really on you to fix. People can just not play with the scumbags who like want to cheat at a game. Hi. Hi. You not good right now? And if you have like some kind of like, you know, MMO or some kind of like big server based thing, you should be locking everything down on your end and not letting people like access anything to cheat with. And if there's an issue, you should just be suspending accounts. I don't understand the use case where like, let me install malware on everyone's computer to like see if they're running some kind of, you know, third party extra program to like auto aim or something. And on top of that, when I see that big anti-cheat logo, like, that sends a message to me, the new player, oh, this game has a horrible player base that they've had to take drastic measures against. I don't want any part of that. So it's like an anti-assurance to me. I think it's going to be okay if I try to play this. And like, I have been known to play FF14 now and then. Got a whole series of blog posts explaining the plot and whatnot. That is apparently a game which is like currently undergoing massive DDoS attacks and has been for like the last, I don't know, year. And like that's a thing to be concerned with too. Like, if somebody is a malicious enough actor and you keep them playing your game, they'll keep anyone from playing your game. So I know there's a lot of trade-offs that people don't take into consideration. Okay, No, I'm going to hit deny on that. You've already lost any sort of good faith with me. Okay, this is going to be a call again. Anyway, let's see what Friends vs. Friends is all about then. After, like, I am not a fan of, like, that little experience I just had. That was rough. What are you doing? Go away. I'm not hitting these things. Like, shoo. Back to main menu. What is going on here? How have I been trapped in this shop screen or whatever it is? Why am I ducking? What is happening? Okay. There's the big play button again. Which is down? Okay, maybe I should stick this controller on. Okay, there's what I can see. Play with bots. That is fine. I don't even know what kind of genre this is. Let's see what we got. Hey. Man. Okay, it's aggressively nuzzling the table.
You can keep up.
Okay. So we have like cards, activating powers, and we are just in a like deathmatch shooter situation. Oh, you just like spawned in where you were. That's weird. Not like at a base or safe point or a random spot, just like right where your corpse was. I haven't seen any weapon pick. Is that just from the cards? Like, is that what we're doing here? Excuse me, baby. I can't pet you right this second. I'm doing a thing. Okay, there are gun pickups. Where are we even being shot from? Baby, can you not? Is there some kind of like resource for these cards or something? Like, can I change weapons? Let's try this thing up. Okay, baby, you're gonna have to move, and this is gonna like have to perform better. Okay, so baby, can you get down from my screen, please? 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 This is an odd choice. Like, yeah, I don't get the card thing. I really don't get the card thing. Because they have, like, casting costs or something. Or is that, like, deck building costs? Friends versus friends. And you just kind of, like, start with a bunch?
You can keep up.
Let's spike this punch.
And like, okay, yeah, so it's just like... Is that just how you get new weapons? Is... You have a card for them? Because that feels bad. This feels like something that like will favor the AI. Wait.
Just you wait.
Like, were you just like right on top of me, or behind a window, or what? What? Okay, that's a window. Yeah. These are very invincible. Got it. It's also like right there. It's also not very effective. So I'm mostly the only person in this game sucks. And like, I am a bit biased from the, and like, yeah, you like respawn where you already were. Like, how's that? Okay, so that's where that came from. Like, I prefer this sort of thing a much more aggressive AI that'll actually, like, you know, come out and fight and not just like hide in a corner forever. I'm not saying it's not a working strategy, it's just not fun to play against.
Remington, great.
What did I just sound?
Time to back up your leftovers. To go.
Well done.
Let me try this one more time. Like this, I'm not enjoying any aspect of this.
Friends versus friends. Think you can keep up?
Ready, two, rock. Encore.
I'll get you.
Like, the map is kind of a mess. Hitbox is still a little small.
That all you got?
Okay, now let's really cook.
There's some serious performance issues, which is weird because the graphics are kind of nothing.
price on it.
Just you wait.
God, I keep like hanging. I mean, there are not a lot of polygons on the screen, so I don't know if that's enough.
That all you got?
Oh, this kitten's got claws.
And, these voice clips suck. Yeah, I don't understand the card system at all.
You're gonna pay for that. I didn't get enough place in it with this.
I think I won somehow? Possibly from my, like, mine earlier going off? But, like, I'm not even sure what this, like, art style is going for. So, like, we're not quite doing the, like, PlayStation thing. We're not quite doing the comic book thing. I seem to have gotten a booster pack, so okay. Into the character, and okay. We're getting loot boxy. Why did that take as long as that did? Okay, so we're trying to kind of do this like Splatoon lobby sort of thing here, it feels like. And like, you know, you do get points for trying there. Like, the music's just a weird choice for the kind of game it is. Nice as this D-pad sort of half a menu thing we have going on. So there's anything like in this lobby, like mechanically. Okay.
Come on in to Cash's Corner, where everybody knows your cards and everything is cooked with delicious lard.
Okay. So I found the actual, like, interface of the game, and it's the shoulder buttons. Okay. Okay, so it's deck building costs. That explains that. You have to earn the cards. So this is one of those games where, like, the longer you play it, the more of an actual mechanical advantage you get over people, because you have, you know... Oh, and the weapons level up. Okay, so this is garbage. Like, this is absolute garbage. You can't do a simple little team deathmatch mode thing and not have players on even footing. Like, you should be able to, like, grind your way to wins in a game of that nature. It should be a very even playing field for everyone. Like, these characters do anything, or are they just different models that are arbitrarily unlocking?
Lots of good stuff there.
And oh, we're also doing that sort of thing. So yeah, I hate everything about this, and it's awful, and I'm going to put it away now. But also, like, don't do the whole anti-cheat thing. Like, just don't. Because Because again, you're installing malware on people's computer because you can't, like, trust your own audience or lock down your own stuff properly. Ugh. That was awful. I am... Ugh. Never gonna touch that again. And why was it lagging me out, too? Because, like... That's not the sort of game that should have any sort of performance issue. That should be running, like, you know, like 300 frames a second for anyone. So I guess I'm just going backwards through the list right now. I am sorry to get things off such a rough start, too. Like, the Founders Fortune was good. Like, that was kind of interesting. Had more thoughts I was going to share on it, but I'll get to it eventually. Time allowing, I might even play more of it tonight, just to be sure it's not orphaned by that crash. No, that was a sufficiently unpleasant experience that I want to like look up the developer, make sure I never touch anything like this again. That was ugh. Just exploitive business practices and bad code and like the anti-cheat thing. Like, it was called Friends versus Friends, and it was just this like, you know, old school arena shooter with furry art and like everything I hate in a game. This, meanwhile, is Forts. Apparently, that's just the full name, Forts. And this also seems to be some kind of. Oh, okay. There's a campaign mode. Let's see what we have here. Besides this art style. Okay, strike two.
Falling silent. The global superpowers are on the hunt for undiscovered oil fields. Here on the helicarrier ESS Extravagance,
Hi.
rapid deployment forts are being made ready to defend any new reserves found. Their portable reactor technology allows the forts to be upgraded in the field with weapons such as high-velocity cannons, plasma beams, and laser-guided swarm missiles.
Okay, wait, are we like?
Capable of packing a hefty punch. However, Black Penguin
Yeah, it's got that look.
to have uncovered evidence of one last motherload of oil. If found, it could be enough
Okay,
to
so I'm
keep the
aesthetically very put off.
for another decade.
But is this going to be like a Rocket Slime clone? Because like I will play a Rocket Slime clone.
Coveting new resources, the race is on to be the first to claim the motherload. This is Salvo at the Eagle Empire Forts Basic Training Ground, reporting for Facts News.
This art style is just repellent, though. Okay. or I can just do this because it's much easier. Yes. I can do what now? This is a very like phone game UI. It did not connect. That's okay. Yeah, build it to there. Sure, that I can do. Maybe. So it looks like World of Gooish. And I don't like a lot here, but like mechanically this has something going on. Like I don't mind a like deathmatch physics toy. That's kind of a neat idea. Like this art is like the worst. Well, I mean, if it was still there, I would. Like, again, cool idea here. Yeah, it is a little wormsy, isn't it? Like, yeah, I hate the way this looks, but like, you know, I'm intrigued by the premise. Although, like, every character's name is also just the worst thing. Oh, it was a worms variation on this idea? That's interesting. Okay. It also reminds me a little bit of, oh, what was it called? It was some, like, really experimental thing where you had, like, brains in, like, little robots in bases, and you could, like, make little units to march across, and, just, like, all kinds of, like, weird physics toy stuff. It was one of the things that was, like, just in, you know, like, early preview mode for Cortex Command, thank you. Yes. Very similar vibe to that. Oh, we're like going RTSy with it? Okay. Where'd my mouse go? Okay, so actual, like, construction needs. Like, yeah, reskin this, I'd be all over it. Cool that you noticed. Oh, sorry. Can I like cancel that? I do think there's this like quick build option, but like it's a little weird how it do. I don't like this being as wobbly as it is now either, but. And I do appreciate this, like, getting fairly complex pretty quick, too. And then we have light missile command elements. I'm doing badly at this. That's very finicky. I'm not fully sold in the UI, but like, yeah, once you get into this, it's actually like pretty involved. I just wish it didn't look like it does. I guess we're kind of going for a, like, Advance Wars sort of vibe with these little between mission cutscenes, which maybe don't do that. Advance Wars is already very, like, if I think about this for 5 seconds, this is a really messed up game. Just because it's so, like, oh, we're all just, like, friends having a disagreement. Like we're sending men to their deaths. I could just, you know, instant win if I look out here. Oh. Okay, it's done. Yeah, this feels like less baked of a mission than that last one was. If really bad sense like when I can fire again. Maybe there we go. Well, yeah, Days of Ruin like had a more serious tone and fixed things somewhat, but like original recipe just I just have a friendly sparring match and like here's just troops mowing each other down. Like what the hell were they thinking? Anyway, also I miss those games. They're neat. It was a little bit longer because like I am intrigued. Did I just do this one? Hang on, I just did this mission. Okay. It's interesting this like space you have to aim in. Also very wobbly. I'm not getting my little bonuses on this one. does seem like you can very much snowball these missions, though, too. I guess that's what I should have done with that objective. Just spotting those little like bases built. Okay, they count for the not rebuilding thing. Let's finish up this bit of tutorial here and move on. Like, yeah, like this isn't bad. Like I was expecting the worst just from how this looked, but mechanically it's neat. Okay. I only like these machine guns here? Yes. Oh, those reflect. Interesting. And there's some drop off on the shots, I think. These are just not accurate. There it goes. Yeah, like... So again, like, stylistically, I hate this so much. But... like, it's bringing it gameplay-wise. Like, this is... Yeah, okay, no, I'm not... I'm trying to be nice to you. Don't... I don't want those to see the characters you put in the Middle East region. It's fine. But, like... Yeah, this isn't bad. This is kind of interesting. It's probably actually really fun multiplayer. So, yeah. Just, like, why do you look like this? But otherwise, like, it's fairly neat, honestly. And moving along... Definitely one of those can't judge book by its cover situations, because that was an awful cover. You gonna pop up there? Or just waiting for active logos? What are we doing? Yep, okay. So this is Fortified. There are apparently characters. We're going for a very, like, pulp thing. I appreciate the pun of rocket scientist. Okay, this looks very, very Team Fortressy. We'll see. It does have fort in the name.
One year ago, when the UFOs appeared in the sky, it became clear that humans were not alone. It was the dawn of a new era, until the Martians attacked. This could be the beginning of the end for the human race. The American military has assembled a secret task force of great minds from across the nation to defend the Earth against the marching mental menace from Mars. Can they succeed? Will they be able to save the Earth from inevitable doom? Rumors have been circulating of an intrepid young scientist that has been recruited into the task force. Rumors full of ridiculous claims that she soars through the skies with a rocket strapped to her back. The people have taken to calling her the rocket scientist. Is she capable of saving the Earth? Or is she just an illusion of false hopes? Only time will tell.
Okay. Okay. Huh. Oh no. Are we actually just doing a tower defense? Is it gonna be like an Orcs Must Die clone?
Let's hope this works. Ready for takeoff.
Oh. I am disappointed. Yes, we are in fact doing Orcs Must Die. Although, like, this has better art direction by far.
Is it over?
Okay, we're strictly on the grid. Got it.
Ready for takeoff.
I'm a little disappointed. I mean, for like a brief second, I was thinking, oh, is this going to be like a spiritual successor to, oh, what's it called? Superhero thing. I can't remember the name of anything today. I am just like... because they do not stick to the actual road surface like I thought they did. Also, this pistol is like nothing. Needs for the win.
Is it over?
The Great Snap's a little weird too.
Ready for takeoff.
Freedom Force, thank you. You get the like Golden Age comics vibe, dorky character bios, but nope, nope, just orcs must die. Slightly better handle what I'm doing now. Like, I never got the appeal of tower defense stuff, honestly. Like,
We won? We won!
because like we're taking an RTS and we're taking out everything except for like the worst, cheesiest strategy of just trying to turtle up forever. Yep. And like, eh. Again, it's a shame. Like, good art direction. Like, I like what they're doing here, but like, I am so bored by just like sit here, watch the waves come in sort of gameplay, sadly. But we have more forts to get through. It is some kind of night of forts. What's weird too is like the better like tower defense things like slowly work their way towards just turning back into an actual full RTS. Ooh. I've had issues with the Steam versions of Freedom Force, but $2 is worth the risk if people don't have them. Those are neat games. It's very, like, RTS interface, control a team of 4 superheroes, throw cars at people, have fun. Very good little voice lines. Well, speaking of things that you can buy this week, there is a game called Ambrosia Sky that just dropped. It's $15. A friend of mine voice acts the main character, and it's a neat little, like, poke around derelict space junk shooting weird mold with basically Power Washer, and then yank yourself around with a hookshot sort of game. It feels very Metroid-y. Mixed with Power Wash Simulator. It's an interesting mix. Anyway, this is Fort Triumph, which is forced me to play as humans for the tutorial, apparently. This may also be a hybrid FPS tower defense thing. Hopefully not. But that tooltip, I don't know. That is a look, certainly. An attempt at humor was made. Okay. Oh, so we're just going straight up like tactical RPG thing. Okay. Okay, we're specifically doing the like everything since that new XCOM sort of thing. we got our little cover markers, as you see here. Oh, right mouse button. Okay. Yeah, I just got it today. Where this guy is. It's neat. There was a little demo of it earlier that I was messing with and was thinking about streaming, but like it was kind of the middle of the night and I figured, Yeah, okay, Fantasy XCOM, like, I'll take it. I do find it funny though when people copy that Firaxis XCOM, they copy everything about that Firaxis XCOM. Intern where? Is it hiding under one of these tutorial prompts? Oh, okay, just double clicking works. Right. Ah, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Didn't know I was supposed to see that. It was probably just the big bold end turn in the tutorial. we think that. Ooh. I just kind of like kind of combo better approach. Ah, there's a rock there. Okay. Not where I meant to click. That's on me. Probably just need to like zoom in with the camera and whatnot. You can slide a lot. Kind of wish the grid was more visible here. Oh, that's neat. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that one over again because I did some bad misclicking. Okay, so like, yeah, I'll just like knock things all the way down, apparently. That's neat. And again, like the trees being knocked over and leaving like a log behind that you can just recover is kind of cool. Zoomed in too far. So what you are subtly suggesting is I should maybe like move back here. I wish it would show a grid more, like, clearly. But yeah, this like terrain is both cover and like weaponizable concept is kind of neat. There's good tactical considerations we have going on. So like from here. Yeah, a lot of like playing marbles with it sort of stuff. That's interesting. I was doing cheap comedy cutscene that like not landing for me. These parts are all horrible though. Like, especially that one. Like, what is this face? Oh. Okay. Okay. I was not expecting the, like, Heroes Might and Magic map. Interesting. So, two games tonight where it's like, I'm really repulsed by your art style, but, like, you seem to be cooking. Another awful face, though. Okay, so... start off with that. Okay, we haven't gone like full Disgaea with the like level of messing with the terrain here. Get somebody all regular though. You're not done. Okay. Oh, could I move everybody there? Was that like not in turn order? Take that, my own cover. Yeah, just get in there. Let's just get better cover. Or worse cover, because it was over there. Oh no. Okay. Thought that was gonna happen, but that's just fun. I just level up right this second, huh? Wait, are you done? Why are you still highlighted? You have used your actions. Wait, was I hitting the cage or the person in the cage? Okay. Whoops. Like, the humor is not landing at all here, though. Yeah, okay, the names are good sometimes, but like a little too try hard with the goofiness. And like, can I do anything about this? Because I didn't seem to have any sort of like healing options, I don't think. Anyway, not to just be like speeding through everything here, but I do want to double back around to that game that I was streaming before I crashed really hard. But yeah, like, this is actually pretty good. Yeah, it's fine. Like, again, like, the Firaxis XCOM formula is a pretty good formula. I don't fault anyone just blatantly lifting it. And again, all the like terrain-based stuff is good too. It just needs like a slightly clearer grid. But we have more forts to conquer. No, different one. There we go. For those keeping track, we have 4 games tonight whose names starts with Fort. And they've all been pretty different so far, to be fair. Mostly pleasant surprises tonight, actually. Like, the only thing I didn't like was that friends versus friends thing, and that's mostly because it, like, you know, it caused a kernel issue in my computer and forced a restart, which, like, that is not a thing a game should be doing. Especially as this anti-cheat device is booting up. Like, what the hell were you trying to do? That and, like, you can improve your cars with experience points, and, like, that's just, no. I can't recommend that one. And like the thing that was doing too, with the like, oh, earn these cards for winning, and if you get multiples, like the, you know, bonuses get better, is like League of Legends has this whole talent tree where you have to like play 100 games to get all your talent points, and they're like just objective improvements to your character in like a competitive multiplayer game, and like you can't do that. You need even footing in anything multiplayer and competitive like that. That's just how it goes. It's like one of the most sacred rules of game design. You can have asymmetric multiplayer. That's another story. It doesn't have to be like 1 for 1, but you can't like earn an advantage to just do better against somebody who's otherwise playing the same thing you are. Okay, that crashed immediately. Let's give it another shot. And after this thing, I'll get to like the good one in the batch tonight, just mixing it up a little bit. Because I just realized I am like kind of rushing through to make sure I have time for that. It's like I can just play it now. Would work. I love that I'm watching a little loading icon. It's just like a spinning fan in the corner while my actual fan is like going full tilt. Yeah, let's see. Do I have to do this for this one? Game capture. specific window. Oh. Apparently I didn't, but here we are. It's so weird, like, OBS doesn't recognize the game is running until, like, halfway through its opening logos, very consistently. If you have none, it'll just go right away. Anyway, this is Fort Solace. And this is possibly Mars. I do like that, like 4 fort games in a row that seem to be different genres, though. That's interesting. I don't like how this is making my fan spin this hard, though. Also, guess who once again forgot to put that RAM in this week? This has been a few days of stress. I really need to, like, focus and get that done. I'm playing some things that are, like, greedy for it. Oh, really? Okay, so the composer for Fort Triumph there and the art director for Fort Solace here both worked on Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which is from the new Wolfenstein people, and looks really good, actually. Like, apparently there's cats to pet and Nazis to punch, and you're Indiana Jones. Like, that's a good combination. Yeah, I appreciate the trivia. I also appreciate this is actually the load and stop making just distressing fan noises. No, I said stop, not get louder. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Again, just really funny choice of icon. Considering. That author quote starting games always make me laugh. Ooh, this is not running well.
So, you hated it?
I wouldn't say hate. I wish he had done more.
How could he possibly have done more? They were surrounded by zombies.
Regardless, I'm caught up now, so it's time for a new shot. Believe that it's your pick.
Blame my computer, not the game, though.
Just like that hull.
It's looking a lot better since I got up here.
Is that before or after you spent a week fixing it?
These weather patterns are getting worse. Most of our jobs now are repairing weather damage.
Yeah, I really hadn't noticed.
Then again, being stuck with you for cycle rotation is just as exciting.
You could be worse. You could be...
Okay, before I press Q to enable multi-tool, can I maybe turn some things down? Perhaps in the display settings. Because holy cow, my computer is not handling this one. Okay, let's see. Can I just generally say graphics not advanced? Okay. Okay, so first of all, we're doing that like frame interpolation thing with this, which I am against. You know, let's be conservative here. Okay. Turn that crap off. That never runs well. You know, let's. Can you just not upscale? Perhaps. Okay. I'm pretty sure that is the make game run like crap setting, but okay, this is still pretty bad. Remember when games would like, you know, do a quick little check of your settings and automatically adjust this stuff based on what you can handle? I'm guessing this is fairly new because like I'm seeing a lot of stuff with recent games having like quote AI unquote upscaling and, you know, like frame interpolation between stuff, and my computer can't handle that, and also I don't like it. Interesting. Okay, so I have turned the graphics to off as best I can, except for this one. This might go in the computer too old bin, because holy cow, just absolute slideshow. Okay, I can't click on that one because the mouse is too drunk. Again, can I have not advanced graphics? Can I have simple graphics? You can do it. You can do it, little pointer. Okay, yes, graphics low. Let's try that. Let's hit apply. Have I? Okay. This is just going to be rough, isn't it, then? I tried. Let's see how tolerable this is. We're just like a game that is not made for my computer.
You cut off then. What were you saying?
I'm saying this is running like crap. That's what I was saying. Okay.
The alarm at Solace is triggered.
Solace? That red.
Oh dear.
That relic.
Manually initiated. I've never seen a manual one.
Oh, to think you wanted to spend your last shift watching me do all heavy lifting.
Well, this is new.
Just. I'm on vacation. The minute tomorrow's.
Okay, so
tomorrow's shuttle arrives.
I'm clearly not running this tonight, but this is entertaining.
Contact them, see if it's a false.
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry for it, Salas. I can't handle you. This is wow. I've never had anything run this badly before. The closest, oddly enough, was that time I was streaming Half-Life 2, and it was just like choppy as hell. I don't know what it is. But yeah, this is not happening. So you know, I'm getting the impression some kind of like very, very first person, probably horror-y game. Just you know, explore some big location. Probably. But like that is not working on this computer. So now, after putting you through that little hell, let's have a little treat, shall we? In the form of one of the best games I've ever played. Like, it might work better if I'm not streaming, too. Like, sometimes something about OBS in certain games just, like, freaks them the hell out. But yeah. For it's a fine game, I can't run it as is. Yep. I mean, not being able to, like, select things on the menu because the mouse was lagging that badly was pretty fun. Anyway. This is Etrian Odyssey. Etrian Odyssey would be a strong contender for the best game on the DS, if not for the fact that Etrian Odyssey 3 is also on the DS. This is an HD port of it to PCs and such. It is in the current Humble Monthly Bundle. Like, I'm not trying to plug them, but, like, this is in there, and a bunch of other nice looking stuff. I prefer the original graphics, but, yeah, just fantastic game. And I'm curious how it works with only one screen. I'm assuming you're going to use my controller here, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, this is tricky. I think Expert is the actual original, like, DS difficulty. Okay. Oh, well, that's fine. Well, okay, just to confirm. Ah! Yeah. Okay. I will actually... Let's see what this is like on, like, not hardcore people mode. But yeah, like, Etrian Odyssey kicks your teeth in, so, like, I understand that no longer being the default difficulty setting. Anyway. Yeah. Like, the first one especially, like, really just rough at the start, so why not? But yeah, like I don't like upscaled graphics because you get stuff like this cat, this sign here, just looking really weird. Music's still great though. Let's see. What's a good guild name? Okay. Okay, now I can do it. Sure. You'll understand why. Guess it is. Indeed. Yuzo Koshiro, working on the same FM synth setup he was using in, like, the 90s for this series. Even the later series where they have, like, symphonic music, he composed it just with, you know, old school synth stuff. So anyway. Time to get some characters here. Game? Hello? Okay, there we go. So, we have a few classes to pick from. They have funky names. This being the first Etrian Odyssey, they're still kind of inspired by like traditional D&D stuff. So we basically have fighter, rogue, paladin. I'm just gonna say I'll call it a healer. Basically wizard and bard, and then 2 that are locked out. So the real thing to do at the start is just make 5 survivalists and send them in to get a bunch of stuff. But given how this starts, I'm not going to do that right away. Let's see. What do I want? Do I want a protector at all? We have, oh, this is the new version, so there's like 5 portraits to choose from. The art style's kind of weird. It's all very cutesy for the most part, except for sometimes when it isn't. Let's see. Oh. Hang on. Okay, using the keyboard and the controller at the same time is backfiring on me a little bit. There we go. Oh, these new 5th portraits are a lot. That is awful. Also, like, I don't like the upscaling. Okay, you know what? You know what? Just there we go. Okay, let's see. What else do I want? Definitely need a survivalist. Survivalist is like very important in this game. And get some of the better looks. Yeah, I don't remember if I ever like used the troubadour in the original. You look properly like an adult. And let's see. That's a good dancy name. Nine character limits are tough too to work with. I was gonna say Kurz McGillicuddy, but that's not gonna fit. There we go. You all know what it means. Okay. That's a full party. And I will make the rest of this little squad here. For later. And it's tradition in the Etrian Odyssey series, you see that you get a whole team of people to just like go in and like mine resources to fund everything. And, okay, that's yeah. That should be fine. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. So yeah, the chop, mine, and take skills, very important. And this one, I think they get spread around to everybody, but like survivalists get all three. So you just make your little survivalist team just go in and just like grab everything not nailed down. But anyway, what is important with oh, did I not have a whole party yet? Hang on. Okay. Excuse me a second. Okay, that's more like it. Those two up front, those three in the back should be good. Okay. Now then. Everybody's starting off with the same equipment, I believe. Yes. Okay, so skills. These all have 10 levels. It is a big, huge, like, get a guide thing to work it out. But here I can explain what these are actually doing. So, Landsec, okay, we have a few different things up stats of various kinds. We have basically 2 weapon types to choose from, axes and swords, which I believe inform some of these skills. And then, let's see, we've got a chance to hit twice, a buff, a, like, risky buff. And I think they, like, changed how the mechanics work in this from the original version, too, because there's been, like, a few remixes at this point. I'll explain that later. Escaping, and then, just, yeah, slashing, hitting everybody, Okay, yeah. So these are the chaser skills, which are interesting. The idea here, if I build around it, is like, if I cast a fire spell, anybody who has this skill will attack right after it. They built an entire class around these in 3, and like, there's chaser skills for like melee attacks, so you can just like get like 10 hits in one round just by like building your party right. Yeah. I think I actually wanted to protect her, not Landsec, but whatever, I'll try it. Then, let's see. Medic. Okay, we have the stuff you would expect. Just, you know, stuff to make healing better. Various heal spells. Group heal spell, another group healer spell, revive. Binding is a status effect. This one will get rid of anyone, not just the arm one. I'll get to those again in a second. No status thing. Then we have Immunize, the incredibly broken skill in this game. Because, okay, from the description, this lowers elemental damage that you're taking while it's up. That's not quite true. Because, as far as the Immunize skill is concerned, like, you know, physical damage is an element. This is just, like, the best defense buff in any game in history. And later on, you're kind of forced to use it. Chance people don't die if you're around. Regen at the end of turns. And this is like the single greatest single target damage ability in this game. By the time I finished playing the original version of this game, I came in and I reconfigured my medic, and it was just like, okay, max out Immunize, max out Caduceus, you're on the front line, you just put your buff up and then just smack stuff really hard with a stick, and it worked very well. I like didn't even have any of the healing spells. So, yeah. And then just automatic heal out of combat thing. Etrian Odyssey classes are weird. Okay, so here's Dark Hunter. They can have swords, they can have whips. They do more damage when they are on low HP, and they can hide and whatnot, and poison. But here's the real ones. Gag, shackles, and cuffs are all binding skills. These are status effects that will take out, like, you know, your head, arms, or legs, basically. Status effects in general work really well in Etrian Odyssey. And all attacks from anyone, I think, are based on your head, arms, or legs. So the idea is you can have a character here that's just this like debuff specialist and just like, okay, here's something that like attacks with big claws. So okay, use that. Use cuffs to block that attack out. They can't use it anymore until they break out of it. And then also because Dark Hunter is kind of a lot, if you have all three on something, you can use the ecstasy skill. Also this one, which is a life drain, and there's also sleep. So just a general like status mastery class that's also just very kinky. They're good, and that art is awful. Now then, the survivalist here. They got bows. They have a skill to get more preemptive attacks. They have a skill to make the enemy get less preemptive attacks. They have a skill that makes them always go first. So like half of their abilities are just like initiative control, and this is actually really useful, it turns out. Like, I don't think you can win the game without one if you like go for 100% of the optional bosses. Then yeah, some hidey things. Have somebody else go first. Just some straight up bow attacks. Another bind skill. A like big charge up arrow. Some tracks FOEs. We'll talk about those later. So you get attacked less often, and again, chop, mine, take, which is why you want 5 of these somewhere to just bring in to loot every once in a while. And I don't remember what you do. Okay, passive experience gain, that's nice. Okay, I might not remember, so I think Troubadour was like added into this remake. Could be wrong. I think that was introduced in 4 originally. I could be very wrong, but yeah, lots of beneficial status spells. And regen and elemental defenses. Okay. Which I thought was on Lasernex. Weird. I am actually going to... Yeah, let's go with this, it's fine. Anyway. Party formed. You got some other stuff in town here. Be able to talk to and whatnot. This is where you sleep. This is where you can stash stuff because you have limited inventory space. And where you save it. This is the hospital. I'm really just going to all these because I can't remember if there's any like early side quests in any of them. This is where you get people to stop being dead and also get your healing items. This is the weapon shop, and as is being explained now, the inventory in here increases over the course of the game, not from plot progression, but from like what bits of monsters you drag in after you go into the dungeon for a while. So like, you get like the claw, this big bug. Okay, we can make better swords out of those. So that's neat. For now, though, let's see. I should actually double check real quick. Well, okay, I guess I'm gonna go with swords because your name is Stabitha, and that's kind of What are the axe ones? Okay. So swords kind of like multi-hit stuff, and also the chasers, and then axes, status impacting stuff. Okay. It's been a bit. So I will in fact get stabbed with a sword. You can have a staff. You of course can have a whip. And what do you actually use? Okay, nothing weapon based for your skills. Looks like your options are a bow, staff, knife, or sword. Okay, now. Okay, that's weapons for everyone. Let's try to get some armor to build in the front at least. Man. Okay, and I obviously broke. Next up. Meow. Yeah. This is where you get side quests from. And also, like, talk to NPCs for rumors. This is where you mess with your party. And this, of course, is where you get, like, actual, like, plot quests from. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, so our first formal mission, and this is why I didn't want to play on hard in literally the first Etrian Odyssey game, is you have to map out the entire first floor before you let you out of the dungeon the first time you go in. Which can be rough. Meow, meow, meow. Now I've done that. Now can I get some side quests too? Nope. Okay. I'll save it really quick. Yeah, let's go into the woods. This is teleporters later on. That's a way to handle the map. Oh, they fill in a lot of that for you. So this was, again, originally on the DS, and you would have the top screen being the left side here, and the bottom screen would be that map. Yes, okay. Just here, have skill points now. So, like, your stats don't go up a huge amount. Okay, this is what I was really looking for, is the, whole skill tree. Your stats don't go up that much, but you have this very Diablo-y skill tree, which has a lot of stuff to optimize on it, and it is very much a game about making sure your whole party, like, works together as a, like, cohesive unit. I'm going to beeline for all slash there. And yeah, the first game in particular is bad about not really showing you... Yes? Not really showing you... hi? Wow! The exact effects of your skills, which is a shame. Just kind of the vacant of, like, this would be more sword damage, but, you know, I'll take that. And again, I want to, like, kind of eventually get into that anyway. Healer. No, thank you. Where's... I'm actually tempted to just, like, go right for that. Early on, no, it is probably good to have, like, some amount of healing skill. Especially that one, that's just, like, a passive heal between fights. Which, if I get this up to level 2, I can now get... And now this train wreck of a class... Do I want to just get the whole thing unlocked? Yes. Basic damage is always nice anyway. And as for you... Meow. You are going to be the one who's like actual party member. Meow. Yeah. Just give you some agility to start off with. And, okay, your deal. Okay, I can't remember if this class wasn't in the game originally, if I just never used one in the first one. But, interesting. Let's have nice little buff or two. Okay. So I have like double check if I'm thinking of protectors who had certain skills that I don't see on that list. Anyway, we got a nice little first-person dungeon here. Meow. We've also got in the lower right corner of the like active screen that little glowing green circle. That is how close you are to get into a fight. It goes like blue, green, yellow, red. You're in a fight, if I recall. Hi. Yeah, it is very Ivy, isn't it? Okay, so they say like explore the whole first floor. Not that's part of it. This is different. So okay, just this top section. Oh, okay, fine. Okay. That's what he's doing. Yeah, I actually would like to know how you do that in this version. Okay. Mouse it is. Got it. So yeah, this is a bit different than the original version of this game, obviously, because it's not forcing you to have a 2-monitor setup. But one big thing with Etrian Odyssey is you draw your own map. There's some limited auto mapping where, like, if you step on a tile, it'll fill in the floor of that tile for you. But I suppose it's fine. Meh. Okay, yeah, this is all pretty straightforward. And I got it. Okay, so being nice and saying, like, yeah, fill in this part of the map specifically. Got it. So we can hang on, I have to say it again because my cat distracted me and I stopped thinking, because that meow does that to me. Okay. So yeah, it is a like 25 floor forest, which is kind of weird. Going downward, which is really weird. And it's really 30. But there's a tradition in players of this series of like referring to the last 5 floors in each game as the post game. Okay, so now we have the cool battle music. I'm gonna cast something. What do you want? What? So the first thing to note when we're in combat is early on in an Etrian Odyssey game, you just kind of fight a bunch of like very small, non-threatening animals. And the funny thing is, later on in an Etrian Odyssey game, you kind of still fight a lot of like non-threatening animals. But that's handy. So one thing I want to point out, and this is not really the time to point it out because I don't have them. On the right here, there are 3 slots for buffs on your for stat effects in your party, and 3 slots for stat effects on the enemy. It will tell you how many turns anything has because this is a very like buff happy game. You can't go past those 3. If you have those full, you can't like get another buff going. Anyway, I have like no actual skills at all for anyone, so I should just be doing auto battle. What will you do? But I'm not going to waste it on 2 rats, so. Very old school. Here's an auto battle button, it's a little bit faster. And I got a little fang off both rats. You have a pretty limited inventory, and you have to eventually go back to town, but like you never get money from enemies. You get money from like selling their bits back in town. But yeah, the other thing, actually, look at this. Take the boat. Yeah, these very like GM talking to you events in certain places are a thing. I appreciate them. Oh no. Turn auto attack off too if you're freaked out about how the current round is going, which I kind of am, if I'm honest. I have no healing items, do I? Sure. And down goes my healer. Who isn't healing yet. Yeah, you'll see now if I look at this, then... Oh, that's not constant? Weird. This is gonna go badly. This is not original difficulty at that. Survivor get a little experience. Got some stuff off those moles. But yeah, so like, you know, the floor fills in by itself. But I draw the walls in. And if I want to, like, leave myself a little note, I can, like so. And then that should be visible if I collapse this and hover over it, yes? No? No, okay, yeah, like that. So anyone who played this like on the original hardware ended up with like little grid lines all over their bottom screen just from like filling in these walls. Am I allowed to leave? Because I would like to. In retrospect, I probably shouldn't have like triggered the ambush that early on. Because I did not buy any healing items and did not really get any healing skills. Okay, that is a change. Originally, you couldn't do that. But yeah, here's some stuff that I found. You can pretty, like, consistently just sell everything. Yeah, sold bones. There's now bone staff in stock. You need, like, multiples for some things. But, I would like people alive again, please. Should be fairly cheap this level, yes. Okay. Actually, you know what? Could I get some healing items? Alright, I can buy multiple like that. There we go. Because I'm going to need those, I'm sure. Also, let me just, fix my rose getting flipped from dying. There we go. Okay, so that didn't go super great. Yeah, let me take a nap for a little healing. Make sure I'll save it, why not? There's a day-night cycle. It doesn't affect much. There is, however, some stuff like resource nodes and dungeons recharging after 24 hours, and bosses coming back after, I think it's 2 weeks? Makes it a little... Well, it makes it a little tricky to farm them unless you realize, wait a second, going to the end is dirt cheap. Let me just, like, sleep for a week and then fight the bosses again. Anyway, so you got some stuff. I wanted to ambush is what I wanted. So going first really helps. And you... Oh, never mind. Okay. Well, there's also the, here's my quest log, here's my plot quest log. So back to actually wrapping this out. There should be drawing that as I go. So I can't draw during. Oh, I can. Okay. These I think are going to poison me, and it's going to suck, but. Meow. Hi. And there's a in-game bestiary somewhere, and there's also a cat in my face, making it hard for me to see where this is ending because his tail is like blocking the side of the screen. Could you move your butt, please, baby? No? Okay. You really... Could you lay down? I would appreciate if you would lay down. I'll fill this in later, I guess. Is what I'm going to have to do. Okay, so that just reconnects to there. Baby, could you be less in the way tonight, please? Just a little. I'll pay with both hands. How's that? Okay? But could you lay down? It would be nice if you would lay down. Lay down on the desk or in the chair, even better. And just not be blocking my screen? Is that a possibility? Is it? Maybe? Maybe? There you go. There you go. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. So anyway, there's something else over here, so let me just do the lighting as I go. One I can probably handle. But yeah, very, very old school dungeon crawler RPG as far as like, no, like, it's not just bosses that will hurt you, like regular normal enemies will mess you up pretty bad. So I do have some slight auto heal for my medic there. That is not going to cut it. So I'm going to kind of waste these a little bit to top off. Anyway, drawing as I go, drawing as I go. Skills to do anything interesting just yet. Okay, so okay, those two are catching up a little bit. There's enough what I like to be. Well, it's up to level 5 at least to get all slash there eventually. And I'm a little tempted to just like max this out first for now, actually. Takes a while to pay off, but does do a bit of a job. Okay, so lines. I don't like this compromise mini-map thing. I want a whole screen to draw on. Let's see. 13 and 18 leaving the fight. 14 and 19 coming out. So, you know, it's still very, very little, but it's something. I'm going to draw sound way out. Okay, big open room. Preluding it. Treasure chests take up a space on the map grid. Open all fancy. Oops. There's a little side step button, of course. We're not monsters here. It'd be nice if we have a bigger drawing area. Like, it really would. But yeah, basically... Ooh. A large bug messed me up. Oh, a large bug to kill my fighter. Okay, yeah, I should be taking this a bit more seriously, shouldn't I? Time once again to run the hell away, but at least I got that hard shell off of it. Yeah, claw bugs don't mess around. Okay, that's actually wrong. Did I miss where I can, like, okay, no. Okay, let me do this. Less than ideal, but it works. This would not be a problem in the original DS version for obvious reasons. Looted chest there, and I will step on these tiles just for my own OCD's sake. Yeah, it is time for me to get the hell out of here. There is an item, I don't have any on me, which you should never do, which is just a, like, escape immediately from dungeon item. I'm just gonna have to be running a lot. Because again, like, basic monsters in Etrian Odyssey will mess you up. Okay, I'm going to take the most direct possible path out of here. I think I missed a passage to the north in that one. I'll have to come back for that. Okay, can handle these. Just two people, it's fine. There. See, a lot of people, like, especially when they, you know, have a party to make all at once, likes to have all their experience bars all nice and even, and, like, make sure that if anybody dies, you just, like, flee that fight and make sure everybody stays leveling up at the exact same time. Don't try to do it with this series. Like, you will die a lot in these games. You will do a lot of barely scraping by. Shot first. Also, let me, like, heal up. new fabulous wonders do you have for me? Oh wait, I have to sell stuff first, right? What do you do here? Sorry, it's been a while. My cat's being very distracting. Okay, so sell that. Those. That. Okay, now what's new? And if you're close to something to like start giving you the ingredients you're missing. So if I can find some hardwood, I can get like better swords and better daggers. No armor yet. Okay. Like buy something. Let's see. You. You're good. You need some kind of accessory. Let's see. I guess anything's fine. And I'm just gonna money because you don't get attacked that often just yet. These two end up in the back row again because they died. Okay. Now back to the task of exploring just the first floor of the dungeon. I'm really missing having a second screen because I would like frequently just like, you know, as the battle was loading, fill stuff in so I don't like lose track of what I'm doing. You can like bring up the little thing and do it here, but like, eh. Okay, so here I can go that way or that way. Okay, we got some kind of mystery crystal. Yeah. Actually. Get my keyboard back from my cat. Leave a note there for myself for later. Circumnavigate this room. Oh, I probably should have like buffed. Okay, it's all good. It's definitely a sort of game later on too where you have to like okay, so I don't have the chopping skill, but just put some scissors down here for when I do. Remember that I've actually been in here. should I? I should. You guys want to step in a dead end. It's just one of those things. Might be some little secret thing. And there is. It's a one-time thing, but you know. Leave a little note for myself. Oops. This D-pad sucks. I keep on drawing. Yeah. Yeah. Nice critical hits. So there's a couple like big mechanical things I want to explain before I stop playing this one. Really bugged me that I can't draw while the fight's loading. I have so much muscle memory there. I probably should left in this one too. It's not like I'm saving that troubadour skill for a boss or something. Yeah, this time be smart and use the actual fast character to heal. Sure. Of course not. Should have done a thing. Did not do the thing. It's a waste, but sure. So poison in this game is real. Like if you play a lot of Final Fantasy games, you get very, very used to like status effects that don't do anything. Here, like they very consistently stick and they like mess you up real bad. Let's see who lives. If anyone. Repeat if anyone. Nope. Okay, so there's a game over screen. I do think it gives me the option there to like, hey, you want to save your map? Sure. Anyway. That went poorly. Also, you know what? Let me just throw in the classes I haven't tried yet. That's new. Let's get Sir Pick 5 and Pinocchio here. Okay, so the skills on the alchemist here is a lot of make this element do more damage. A poison spell, which again, like, messes people up like that didn't to me in that fight. Like, there are bosses that you can use poison on and do, like, you know, like 1,000 damage over the 5 rounds it lasts. Like, it's really good. When your attacks are still doing like 100 or like 50, like poison's really, really, really good. Better drop chance, also good. Then, yeah, we got some pretty straightforward damage spells. Some more poisons. Oh, the actual, like, poison damage spells, yes. A spell to see all the FOEs on the map, which, again, is the reason that I'm still playing this. The main reason, anyway. And, yeah, warp the last, like, checkpoint you found. And your deal... Okay, oh, these are the skills. Okay, so I was not using a Land's Neck in the first game when I first played it. That explains a lot. But yeah, Protector is the very defense-oriented class. They can use big old shields. They can get a skill to make them possibly not die when they're supposed to. And also just like to block attacks straight up. Chances of these are pretty low, but they're a thing. This, you know, like, is the tank skill. Just everybody focus on me. Also gives you a defense boost. And this is, you know, like a very active defense. This is a, like, buff for a period of time. This is a party-wide defense buff. This is anybody being attacked in the front row. It's going to hit the Protector instead, or the back row. These are anti-element things, and if they haven't changed it in this version, at level 5 specifically, they fully negate that element for the turn that it hits you on. Above that, it heals you instead, but also will still have any riders on it. So there's a weird thing where, like, for the optional super bosses, you want to get all these to exactly 5 to use for this, like, set of 3 dragons that will, like, basically do, like, all the damage and, like, stun you if they hit, but that will make it just kind of cancel out. Shield bash, because who needs to actually, like, use a weapon? A little healing, and the utility somebody gets. So yeah, it's a little tempting actually to do some changes here. Keep sorry in initiative. See, Miguel, you're not, like, not pulling your weight, so let's get Sir Pick number 5 in here. It's a good class. I just need to, you know, like, level him up some. I don't want to do it right now. Okay, so let's get you the important thing. There you go. Pass it. Sorry, I'm broke. Yeah, like, no real offensive skills at all, just... Yeah, the one you said 3 points, yeah. So there is the option later on to, like, reconfigure your party. Let me just save that real quick. and do this whole thing where you like lower their level, but then you can like redo their skill points. Or if you really want to be like super grindy, there's a thing where when you like have their level maxed out, you can reset them to 1, and they will have to train up again, but they can at least get bonus skill points every time they do it, so you can eventually like max everything out if you're super grind happy. I have never done this. And like as the series has gone on, the penalty for doing the respec thing has gone down more and more and more. Anyway. Let's see. I do want to get down to these bits again. It's frustrating when you first start one of these because like you kind of just are like weak and pathetic, but like eventually you get some like really good like complementary skills on your characters and can really like take control of things in some meaningful ways. Okay, so this is all dead end. Fill that in. Seems to, I think it's like a door that I need some kind of special key for. Let's see what that deal is. Okay, nub here. Map's almost done. What you might have noticed from like some of these skill selections is that the first Etrian Odyssey is like massively biased towards that. Yeah, massive bias towards defensive stuff. Like, you really get rewarded for turtling up. I also really like Stabitha as an name. I'm using it for a lot of things now. Oh, okay, so this does not mess around. Does anybody actually have any usable skills yet? No. Yeah. I should probably run. Sunk cost. Okay. I'd like to at least get this little room here marked out. I died in before. There's another resource node. Okay, you know what? I'm going to not do that this time. There's another chop spot, okay. And I could, like, fill in that floor by hand, but, like, I think the way the intro quest marks progress is, like, you step in every piece of, like, floor in the dungeon that you can reach from here. You can handle it, it's fine. But yeah, I think if you replace Stabitha with a alchemist, that was my party for the first game by the end. There's a lot of like workable combos. But yeah, the first game, like, very, very, very just like favors defense, we'll say. Oh, and I also didn't use them, but I have like other colors I can paint the floor with too if I wanted to like mark out trap floors or something like that. The second game, arguably in a weird overcorrection, like, is the best defense is a good offense, and just like gives you a lot of opportunities to build a party of like very, very fast characters hit very, very hard, and you just, you know, kill things before they can kill you. I should start running. You know, I'm getting some levels doing this, so I'm slowly crawling towards functionality. I haven't any useful skills yet. I'm gonna keep putting these in patch up because I can't remember if it's like a total trap skill or if it eventually does get you somewhere. I know I'm eventually gonna want the wall skills. And let's see, let's start getting some of these, at least potentially. The thing that's like really interesting about this series is, you know, I'm just maxing out ambush. Gonna get these two eventually. The other thing that's interesting about the series is like nothing ever hard resists any sort of status ailment. It's always a percentage, and they do this thing where like, okay, if you keep using poison on this thing in this fight, it will eventually like get more and more chance to resist the poisoning, to force you to vary your attacks out a bit. Nope. And this is why the like initiative focused class is good. Because getting more preemptive attacks and like just generally, you know, going first can really make a difference when things are going rough. Okay, can't these. Sign that skill point, just not forget. Also, at some point, okay, this, right, you have to also have Shield Mastery at 7 for those two. Okay, so, shield up it is. But yeah, I'm impressed, like, with this, that they put in, like, a you know, modern game design, MMOE, like, tank skill for the Sword of Paladin. People to not be dead. Sell all the things. Okay. Maybe buy something. I forgot that I have a bunch of random garbage, knives and such in here that I haven't done anything with. I also forgot that I found an extra sword, and I can just put that on my protector here. There we go. That's much better. Okay, so I think I can just barely still stay at the inn after I get this. So why not?